Welcome back to the Chaos, everyone. ChaosEclipse here. We are back on Cubic Odyssey today. There's an update. This happened for me yesterday. It was on September 1st. As you can see, I'm in adventure mode. I'm making a new character. Well, I picked adventure mode. I'm making a new character. We're going with the pilot this time. And you can see that in the adventure mode, you can actually create your own seed. So it's supposed to randomize the entire galaxy. I don't know how this is going to work. I mean, I'm not saying it's not possible. Obviously, it's possible, but I don't know if it is all good. If it's like, I don't know if it's working correctly. So we're going to try it out. I'm going to hit Start Galaxy. And this video is just going to be, oh, hello. Oh, my ship hasn't, there we go. I was saying my ship hasn't spawned in yet. Okay. All right, so you start on a ship. Is it the micro? It is. All right. Here, just random spot over the water somewhere. Okay. No big deal. The water looks nice. Everything looks as the way I left it in previous games. But anyway, so this is not going to be a playthrough. I just wanted to show that it's possible, and we're just going to go over the updates. I know I kind of fell off with this game. I told you guys I wouldn't. But I can't predict the future, guys. I mean, I can technically because I'm the one that stopped playing. But as you can see, I'm still doing videos on it. So we are at least going to. Is there no door on this side? I thought the micro had doors on both sides. Did they change that? I also don't remember this extra white thing. I thought it went up to just that one. So maybe the ships are a little different. I just don't remember that either. Or maybe they're not different and I just don't remember. That was what I meant to say. All right. So we're just going to fly around a little bit. We're going to take a look at what's going on here. And I'm going to go over the update. So this is update 1.0.3.1. It says, we've prepared something special for you. Random galaxy seeds are here. Start a new game in adventure mode and make the galaxy unique. Every planet and star system is shifted to a new location, keeping things fresh for even the most experienced players. This update also brings numerous balance and game tweaks, UI improvements, multiplayer polish, and much more. So, part of the reason why I fell off with this game is because I do feel like I've done everything in the game. And I will say this is not a hit on the devs. This is not a hit on anyone who does this with their game, because some people like this stuff. For me, let me clarify that. For me, adding in a random seed generator does not help me get back into a game. And you guys are like, why? Because for me, I'm here about, how can I say this? Because it is and it isn't the same thing. What I'm referring to is the exploration aspect of a game. So I like playing new games. I like exploring new things. However, landscape to me and the way worlds look has very little effect on what I'm looking for in a game. What I mean by that is I'm more interested in seeing completely new things in the game. If your game, when you do the auto seed stuff, if it doesn't add a new feature, it's not going to impress me at all. Like that creature, I've seen something similar to it before. This landscape, it's just normal landscape. I mean, it's not like you guys turned around and made something out of lava and I can now walk on the lava or something like that. There's no new features, as in now I can use my ship to pick up water and drop it on a forest fire. And I'm not saying that you guys need to put that in your game, but that's what I'm referring to when I say exploration with things that are new. That's what I look for, are new features, not just new landscape. Like in general, I've seen mountains, I've seen hills, I know what the grass looks like. You guys have the same trees. The tree designs might look different. Like this tree might look like a trident or something like that. Like it might point up like a trident, but it's still just a tree. You know what I mean? So to me, it's not going to be impressive. In the buildings over here, I'm sure there are no new buildings, which is why I'm headed over here, because I do want to see if there are new buildings. But I'm sure that there's no new buildings. There's no new features to those buildings. There's no new trade system. There's no, basically it's nothing new. It's still all reused stuff. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. A lot of people, like I said, do like that. But for my to keep my interest, I should say, I prefer something to be completely new, something I haven't seen before. Those creatures, I've seen things like those before. Items here in the chests, nothing new to me. Like, this is the same stuff. How do I do this again? There we go. Are there any new looking characters? Like, do they have new armor? Is there new guns in the game? Like, things like that is what keeps me interested in a game. Or new abilities. Like, can I later on get some boots that will help me walk on water so that I don't have to swim every time? Because swimming in this game is a little bit slow. And I'm not complaining about that. I'm just saying, like, a feature like new walking water boots would get me a little more interested back in it. You know what I mean? Like, it has to be, and like I said, this is just my opinion. It has to be something that's fresh, something that has not previously been in the game. And I know that's asking a lot for a lot of developers out there, but the things that keep me interested aren't always new. Sometimes it's just stuff that's been in the game that I never found before. Like, the game, if you look at Skyrim, there are so many things in that game. Obviously, I don't play Skyrim that much, but there are so many things in that game that when I did play it, I stayed interested in it for much longer, because every time I logged in, I felt like I was going to run into something that was completely different. And 90% of the time I did. When I fell off with that game was probably when I discovered everything, and I'm like, okay, now it's just like we're back in the snow again on a different mountain, and I know that there's going to be frost trolls here and things like that. Like, once I discover everything in a game, it takes the fun out of it for me. No Man's Sky, for instance, they literally just came out with a new update. Most of their updates have been the same thing. It's been like expeditions, and if they did add in anything new, it was small things, but there were no new features. So even when they added in the Sentinel ships, for instance, first of all, you always had a ship in that game. You can always get a ship. Then they added in the Sentinel ships and the solar ships, and I'm like, all right, this is cool. Let me go check it out. I would play for maybe a day or two. Those ships were old, like they were just redesigned skins. There was no new features with them. Yes, the solar ships had like little solar sails that popped up on the front of them, but it's still just a ship. I couldn't do anything with those solar sails. Now, I have been playing a lot of No Man's Sky again with their last update because they added in new ships, but the new ships now have new features. So if you look at their Voyager update, which if you guys go back and you look at my new videos on No Man's Sky, I have been doing a lot with it. It's because of that Voyager update. So with the Voyager update, they added in new ships, but the new feature is you can actually be in your ship, kind of like in this game. You can be in your ship and you can stop in the air like this, or you have like an autopilot and you can actually get out like this, and you can walk around in your ship while it's auto flying to wherever. And not only that, they have like different things that you can, like different rooms that you can build onto your ship, and you can walk around in those. They have different features inside the ships, like little living quarters. Just, it's something that they haven't done before. And don't get me wrong, they have a freighter that is a huge freighter. It stays up in space, and you can walk around in that, but you can't pilot it. You can't go from one point to another point while it's flying. Like, that thing does not move unless you actually use like a warp thing. And then once you use a warp thing, a warp cell, once you use a warp cell, it'll just go to the next area and it'll just sit there. You can't actually fly it. However, with the new update, like I said, they're Voyager ships. You can actually fly to different areas, you can do different things, and you can do all of that while still getting out of that cockpit and moving around. So those are the things that I do like to see in a game as far as, oh look, this place looks nice, has all of the stuff there. Before we do that, let's take a look at the one we were just on. 1 and 2 only. And there should be a third one here somewhere over in this direction. There it is. 4 and 5. Okay, so this is still Bardwell 1, 2, and 3. Not complaining. There's no red darkness there. Probably none there, and there's probably a little bit on 3. Yep. So that is the exact same loadout as Bardwell 1, 2, and 3. I'm not complaining about it because they are still technically different planets and everything, but it so far from this, it looks like they just reskinned Bardwell 1, 2, and 3. And I mean, I don't know what I expected to see in the game that wasn't reskin stuff, because I mean that's all when you're generating a new seed, that's all it is basically. So this planet here is probably going to have a vast amount of trees and stuff like that, so that you can start getting coal and everything. It's probably going to have, well, it has all of the ores and stuff like that. So let's take a look here. And I was wrong about the trees. I actually see less trees here than I did on the other planet. I mean, there's trees obviously, but a lot less here. I was expecting the bigger trees. I will say it's interesting how they reverse the biomes here, unless that's white sand. But making the grass on top and the snow biome thing there on the bottom, that's a bit different. I do think it's snow though. Let's get out and check. It might not be. It might be sand, because it does get more blue as it goes down towards the water. You can see over there. Go see here. It is sand. That is definitely sand. So it's not a reverse biome. And yeah, and then dirt. Okay, yeah. So it's not what I thought it was, but looks cool. Look, and there's a crash something over there. All right, so while we're making our way over there, let me go ahead and keep reading these. So that was literally just the update, general thing there, like the general paragraph. You guys, like I said, you'll see this on the screen as I'm doing these. I always put them on the screen for you guys in case I miss something. And 99% of the time I do miss something. So make sure you guys are reading along with me. You guys are also probably faster readers, so bear with me here. So it says adventure mode. It says you can start adventure mode games with random seeds, which change the galaxy completely. I don't know about completely, because like I said, this so far is already Bardwell 1, 2, and 3. Like I said, not complaining about it, not trying to criticize or anything, but it's definitely just a reskin of 1, 2, and 3. So I wouldn't call it an entire reskin of it. However, it is definitely something that might be different on other planets, because maybe they require you to have certain things in that first system. And if Bardwell 1, 2, and 3 are those certain things, then that makes sense. Because you can only go so far with the materials that they're giving you, which is good that that's how they're doing it. I'll be honest, I don't know if you need every single thing before you can leave the galaxy. Like everything that you have on Bardwell 1, 2, and 3, I don't know if all of that is required before leaving that first galaxy. If so, then doing a mirror image of Bardwell 1, 2, and 3 100% makes sense, because you don't want players getting stuck on the first system they spawn in without being able to leave that system. You know what I mean? Like, you want them to at least be able to still go and explore and everything. But it, like I said, so far it does just feel like a reskin. Let me go ahead and keep going here. Adventure mode will now start players with tier 1 gear, a ship, and a speeder on a random planet. Oh, I have a speeder too? I do. I have the Arcana Ironclad. Okay. Only the same game mode characters can join online sessions now. I don't know what they mean only same game mode. Oh, I see. So adventure can only join adventure, story can only join story. I see what they mean by that. Okay. Older adventure modes saves which don't have a ship will be awarded the ship and speeder at the first load. Oh, that honestly, that kind of sucks because people. Well, I mean, you can still do it in the story mode, so I guess it really doesn't matter. But you won't get the experience if you're already in adventure mode. You know what I mean? So you're gonna miss out on finding your first ship, repairing it, things like that. So if you guys want that and you're already in adventure mode, and you didn't get to experience that, there is still hope. You can go and you can join the story mode from what it sounds like, and you'll have it in there. You just won't have it in the adventure mode. So do that. I do highly recommend because it kind of it brings the game to life to me. Like I hate starting with stuff that was just given to me. But then again, this is like, oh, hello. I don't have a weapon. Oh, I do. Oh, jeez. Jeez, this little alligator or crocodile is going to kill me. Jeez, this thing is... I don't remember these guns being so weak. I mean, he is level 5, but come on. Hey, we killed something. They still die. Funny. Okay. What's happening? Mushrooms. I don't look like a mushroom. But yeah, so I say to at least go and experience that, mainly because you guys, that is something you're going to want, is to have that experience. So if you don't get that experience, unless you don't want that, then that's fine. But I do highly suggest it. So if you don't want that experience in this game, that's perfectly fine. If you do want it, go and play the story mode. Let's see, online improvements. I'm going to just start rattling these off because we got a long list to get through here. I'm going to pause my gameplay in the background here, and I'm just going to show the list here. So it says online improvements. Online clients are now spawn flying their ships when joining a session in space. Online clients will be spawned in their ship if they join a session on a planet. So either way, they're in their ship. Okay, I don't know why they just didn't say that. Improve the multiplayer ship sync logic. They will look smoother now. Doors and elevators now properly sync over the network. The network's warp and portal locations are now completely synced with the clients. Painting events with the paint gun are now synced across the network. The refinery and recycler now work better over network, no longer duplicating items. I didn't know that they were duplicating, but I don't play online, so that explains that. Fixed an issue causing certain lock chests to appear unlocked to some clients. And when they say clients, I'm assuming they mean other people's game sessions. So like right now, I'm my own client, and if someone else joined me, they're their own client. So that's 2 clients in one game. That's what they mean by that, in case anyone's confused. Fixed an issue causing network grenades to explode twice. Pirate base enemy count is now displayed for online clients too. Fixed issues causing the amount of darkness on a planet to be different between server and clients. One can no longer place cubes on another player's ships or the ones for sale. All right, and then we have gameplay and balance changes. A setting to enable 1 cube stepping has been added. This setting can be restricted to only while sprinting too, so you don't have to jump every time. You know, I did actually see someone complain about that, which is very interesting. They were like, "Oh man, I wish you didn't have to jump every single time when you." I wonder where I seen that. I think it was on Facebook, honestly. But it's interesting because I don't think Minecraft has ever had that, and I would not like if my game was voxel based like this. I would not add that in my game. I don't care how many people wanted it. I think this adds to the terrain here. Needing to jump every time, because if you don't have to jump, you're essentially making your game not voxel based. Like there's no blocks in it. because they can now just walk and it'll automatically do it. So let's see where that's at though. Don't know where it would be. I would think it would be in here for gameplay, but I don't see it in there. Controls. Auto step right there. Yes. Only when sprinting. No. So now I should just be, yeah, I can just walk up these. Yeah, see, like if I wanted something like this, I mean, don't get me wrong, especially for something like how I was just now needing to jump up everything. That part, like doing the flying and everything when you're going up steep cliffs, is annoying. But now I'm literally running straight up the side of a cliff as long as there's a 1 block thing there. You know what I mean? So like I can literally just zigzag back and forth, and as long as I can find 1 block like this, then I can still just, like, you guys can tell I'm not jumping here. I mean, just now I did, but like I have to find that 1 block in order to do it. I mean, it's not bad. Like, I'm not complaining about this, like I said, but oh, I just got stuck. Did I go too high? What's going on here? There we go. I'm not complaining about it, but I think if you're going to give this option available to a game, I think what you should do is, what the hell is that? Oh, it's a bird flying up. Okay. I think you should just not make it square based like this. Like, just make it a flat surface so people can just run up it anyway. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Anyway, where's it at? Okay, cleanse planet rewards now work properly. 1 player can receive the bonus each hour. So even if there's multiple people on the game, only 1 person can receive that bonus? I don't know what they mean by that. I mean, it's fine. I don't, like I said, I don't play with anyone else anyway, so I don't really care how they do it. But I'm just curious, trying to understand how they have it being done. The outpost establishment and range have been refined to a smaller starting area, but expanding by placing objects. Where those pirates get dropped off at? I'm dying while I'm trying to read this stuff. Yeah, see, like, I'm not gonna lie, like things like this, like where I need to jump up here, like this is a bit annoying, but at the same time, I still don't agree with the whole auto step going up the side of going up this, like that. It just doesn't, I don't know. Personal opinion, guys. Anyway, neutral NPCs will react to high damage shots similar to more smaller shots and become defensive. So this I don't really understand. I think what they're talking about is how I used to be able to snipe pirates and stuff like that from further away, and if I was far enough, they didn't really react. Like, they would just stand there or whatever, or they would run away because they're dying and they don't know why. However, I liked that was in the game, not because I could take advantage of it and shoot them, but it makes sense, especially if you're using a sniper, because if you're sniping someone from like that far away, they shouldn't really know where that shot's coming from. Now it sounds like no matter how far you shoot them from, they're instantly going to start running towards you, because they know where it came from or whatever. Which, to me, if you ask me, it's kind of dumb, like I said, only because, like this guy, he already knows where I'm at. Well, maybe not. Let's do this. Let's fire a shot at him and see if he starts hitting me. Of course, I can't hit him. Problem is, I need to actually hit him in order to do this, and I can't. There we go. I think that hit him. No, I think the bullets are disappearing before they get to him. Oh, there we go. And now he's shooting at me. Ah, no! Alright, hold on, guys. Let me go kill this guy, because now I have his attention, and he's matter what. Stop it! I'm dying by this guy. The audio still sounds like it's coming from the left for me. His little mumblings or whatever. Let's see what this is real quick, and then we will get back into the update stuff. Oh, look at that. It's another micro. Okay, no big deal. Hey, how's it going? Oh, you made it through. Okay, the players will no longer be allowed to repair speeders they already have in their collection and lose the resources. I don't know what that means. It sounds like when speeders were not needing repairs that you could still repair them and that you would lose those resources even if they didn't need the repair. That's what it sounds like, but I'm not 100% sure on that. My thing is, if your speeder's already repaired, why are you hitting the repair button on it? But I'm glad that they still fix it, because it's definitely something that shouldn't be in the game. Mimic creatures now show their true shape when they're getting hit. Sometimes you killed one and never knew it was there. That is true. I have shot multiple ones and they never actually changed. Fixes and changes. The health bar will now... Oh, that's what I wanted to check. I want to try this and the other one. The health bar will now become a 2-line bar when you unlock more than 16 temples. So basically, you guys know how many temples I unlocked in the other one. It was somewhere around like 18 or 20 or something like that. So I should have a second health bar now. Fix the missing speeders from the trader list when one had multiple speeders for sale. I've seen that before. Fixed ships going underwater in some situations. I've never been able to go underwater, but my ship has spawned underwater when coming back to a planet or going to a new planet, like using a teleporter and then transporting to the ship. It would automatically be underwater sometimes. Fix an issue causing the UI to count small temples as big temples on the planet map. I didn't think that was an issue. I thought that it's just going to mark it because it's a temple, period. And then when you go there, you figure out whether it's a small one or a big one. Excuse me. And then from there, you need to figure out, okay, if this is a small one, I need to go to the big one. Or if this is a big one, then the small one at least has the ancient key or whatever. I thought that was done on purpose. Let's see. Fixed UI overlap to a focused ship and creature at the same time. Huh? Fixed UI overlap of a focused ship and creature at the same time. I don't know what that means. Fix an issue where opening a second ship in the editor resulted in incomplete physics, preventing you from making changes. I never really messed with that. The repair button has been removed from the cargo section of the ship editor. Why? Just because you can't repair while you're in there or something? Unless you're at one of the stations? I don't know. Multiple UI overlap fixes. I never had an overlap in my UI other than, like I said, with the health bar. I would assume the hearts just overlapped each other where they just didn't exist, but other than that, I don't think I had any overlaps anywhere. Let's see. Fix an issue causing some speeder to be loaded under the textures. I've had that before. Sometimes you it'll spawn underground and then pop you up. Fix an issue blocking the hover mode in creative mode. I don't play in creative mode. Fix an issue related to player ship's death, which caused ship to become invisible. Don't think I've had that. I mean, you guys seen how when we spawned in it was invisible. That's the only issue I've ever had, is it just takes a minute to spawn in. Fix the fire rate bonus indicator. It was showing as multiplied, but it's just additive. What? Oh, so sometimes it would show the correct number, but it wasn't multiplied correctly. It was only added, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, planet portals will now place players in a nicer position and orientation. I thought they had already fixed that in the other one. numerous crash fixes, and other minor performance and stability improvements. So that is all of the updates there. I'm still surprised that they have not mentioned the new ships that everyone's or that we've been finding in the previous ones and everything. They do have other things on their website where you can see um, like player created ships, but they never talked about the new ships that myself and the one subscriber that I have on the channel who was helping out with that. You guys seen his posts? He was also showing where a lot of those ships can be found. So that's kind of interesting because they don't have the new ships listed yet, and it's been quite a while. I wonder if they're still working on more ships or what. But let me do this. Let me go. I'm going to quit. I don't care if it saves. It's fine. We're going to go back to this one, which is our other adventure mode. And I want to take a look at the double hearts there. Yeah, look at that. So I have double heart row there. It looks like they also fixed the protected hearts because those were also that last one was just never filling in. Oh wow, because I guess they reset everything, so it's gonna treat me like I'm a new character and it's gonna do all the tutorial stuff again. But yeah, so I might need a third row, guys, or something there. I'm not sure what you're gonna do about those hearts, but I need more. I need more hearts. One of the things that I think they could still fix is when you create a big water thing like, oh, hello? Interesting. Huh. Okay. Go in any of these? I just came out of that one. That's a bummer. Go in this. I wonder if it's the stairs that are blocking me then. I can make it up there. Leviathan. Can't even go in there. Huh. Have any blocks on me? Hang on, guys. I just want to test something. We're pretty much done though. If you guys would not mind, go ahead and hit that like, hit that subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about the new update. Let me know what you guys think about what I'm finding right now, which is broken. Yeah, I can go in there. The glass thing that I had didn't have I wonder if it's counting like the blocks exist again. Let's see here. Okay, go in there. I was able to go up the stairs here. I just couldn't come back down through. There are hallway pieces. Yeah, I'm trying to go back down. It's not letting me. That's interesting. Can't even even go there. It's the stairs. But then why? Oh, you know what? It's not the stairs. I think I know exactly what it is. Do this. Bet you anything I know what it is. Give me a second. Yeah, I think I know what it is. Hold on. Let's fix this first. That. That. Of course, they need to be repainted now. That. Whoops. No, can I get it? Okay, can't go down there, right? Can't go down the one over here, right? This out. Settings. Turn the auto step off. Look at that. Something's wrong with their auto step. I think what it was trying to do was the game was automatically trying to make me step up before realizing that you would even go down right here, and it's just walking me into the ceiling. Oh, but anyway, what I was saying is when you create a big body of water like this, I still think that they should let you fish in there. Or at least have like fish or something spawn in there. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one, guys. I'm also going to do an update video for No Man's Sky because even though Voyagers has been out a few days, they've already done 2 updates. I'm probably not going to go over both of those updates, but we are going to go over the most current one because it does seem like there was a lot wrong with Voyager, and I want to know what they fixed for it, and I'm sure other people would like to know because some people probably started playing Voyager and it wasn't working right for them, and they said, man, fuck this update, and they left. At least that's my impression that I get after seeing what people were going through and everything. So we're gonna leave this here. Like I said, I will come back to the game. It's probably just gonna take a lot more than new random seeds to bring me back to this game. I do like the game and everything, but I need more. You know what I mean? And like I said before, I'm not trying to belittle the devs, the creators, or anything like that, because I know how much work goes into creating a game. I was trying to do a Roblox game, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I gave up on it. Well, sort of. So I mentioned this before, just real quick. I mentioned this before. I was working on a Roblox game. I was a bit ambitious for what I wanted, so I knew it was going to take a little bit of time, but it's taking a lot longer than I thought it was. A lot of the stuff I didn't even remember how to do, so I went ahead and I dumbed it way down, and I was like, oh, what if I did this? What if I did this? And I thought these were awesome ideas. Come to find out, when I finished the game, it's called Race or Die, has an exclamation point. Evidently, there's a lot of Race or Dies already on Roblox, which I probably should have did my research. But it's literally just an obby. Like it's an obstacle course, except it's not your traditional one with kill blocks. It literally has like walls for you to jump over and things like that. So it's a little bit different. I'm sure there's other ones out there like it. I didn't, like I said, didn't do my research. But I was like, oh, well, let me try to at least get my feet wet and get something out there so that I can prove to myself that I can do it, like that I can actually make a game. And I did do it, but like I said, it's a generic hobby. It's really small. I did set it up a little bit different. Most hobbies, you just complete it and that's it. There's nothing else to it. I set it up a bit different where you actually do laps. Every lap you get points. You can then use those points to buy things like banana peels, where you can kind of like Mario Kart, honestly, except on foot. So you can drop the banana peel behind you. If another player steps on it, they slip and fall. I have it to where you guys can use Robux, which I'm not saying that I want anyone to do it. Like I said, just making sure that I could actually do it, like actually program it, script it, whatever you want to call it. You can use Robux to buy a not necessarily a pass, but more of a buff, so that for every lap you do, you get 2 points instead of 1. And it's only like 5 Robux or 10 Robux, something like that. I don't even remember what price I put on it. But it was a very small amount of Robux, like I said, just to see if I can get it to work properly. So there is a game out there, has my name on it. It's probably not even ChaosEclipse, because on Robux, I believe that name was taken and I picked something else. So I'm not going to tell you guys what it is or anything. If you really want to know, you can go on the Discord. I posted it in there under the announcements tab, I think. But that's up to you guys. Not too many people use the Discord anyway. I would love if that community ended up growing and became something big, but currently there are maybe 2 people in there. One was pretty active when I was doing videos on this game, but of course she's no longer that active, which makes sense because I'm not really playing this game too much, and that's why he came to the channel. That's why he came to the Discord, and we had some good conversations and everything. You guys can go to the Hangout tab that's in there, and that's basically where all of our conversations and everything took place. So you guys can see all of that for yourselves. Oh look, see, I can. Oh, okay, no, it's because I turned off the thing. But yeah, so that's going to be it for this one. Questions, comments, concerns, put it down in the comments section. Let me know what you guys think of this update. Let me know what you guys still want to see. I will do my best to contact the devs, and hopefully we can get some more stuff going with this game. Of course, stuff that's already on their roadmap, don't worry about, because I'm sure they are working on that while they're working on everything else. Those are projects that are going to take a lot longer. But if you guys want to see something in the game that was never mentioned, let me know, and I'll see what I can do about getting that to them, so that we can try to figure out this mess, and not mess, but try to improve the game from the player's standpoint, put it that way. But yeah, thanks again. Leave comments, subscribe, like. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for joining me today. Enjoy your day. Bye bye.